Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video we're going to be reviewing a putter from Timber Touch Putterworks. This is a putter that is a thing of beauty and it's made out of wood. I never ever thought I would see a wooden putter in this day and age, but there is some big claims being made and that's what we're going to test on. We're going to put it head to head with my putter to see how it performs. And first impressions, you know, obviously I like the look. I think it's a unique design. I mean, they've customised this one with a Gary Martin emblem. But if I'm being honest with you, this looks like a piece that I would put up on my wall.
Doesn't look
as a bit of a, you know, obviously a statement piece for the office or, you know, a games room for a little bit of fun. But I would have never thought about buying one of these as a gamer. But there's some big claims being made and that's what we're going to test to see how it performs and whether or not, you know, potentially it could go in the bag. So Timber Touch Works are claiming their putter to feel far better than metal. And you know, I'm going to be honest with you, it's in my sort of first impression without testing it, I'm thinking like, I've never tried a wooden club, Dan. So
no, I mean, we used to have wooden drivers and 3-woods back in the day, but...
So I honestly cannot comment and I can't wait to test this. So we're going to start by hitting a couple of putts with my putter just to familiarise myself. And then a couple of putts with a wooden putter. But I mean, if I were having a guess how a wooden putter would feel, I'd be thinking that it'd be a bit dead. I'd be thinking wood can't feel nice.
Bit soft.
Bit soft, yeah. So let's just get familiar with the feel of mine. Right, my first ever time trying a wooden putter. Big claims. Feels better than metal. Let's see. Wow. Did you hear the sound of that?
You can certainly hear the difference.
I've never... That were quite satisfying, actually. Yeah. It sounded like solid and it actually came off the face a lot hotter than I thought. There's definitely some feedback there when you hit it that you don't get out of a metal putter. That's incredible.
Rolls nice.
Can you hear the sound? I want you to come in a bit close.
No,
can you hear it?
I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but we can hear it in person.
So much more feedback when you hit that. And in terms of like coming off the face, I can't wait to test this on longer putts because it actually, it's hot.
Does it feel quite stable as a putter?
Let's just get a bit closer, just so you can... Can you hear the sound of that? That's such a nice sound, isn't it? Feel-wise, big thumbs up. I'd definitely say it feels good. Now, with it being wood, what they're saying is as well is that they can really get the weight in towards the toe and the heel because obviously the mass of the putter is a little bit like lighter.
Yep.
They can really reposition sort of weight more. So the MOI is really sort of spread further towards the toe and heel, so it's supposed to be more forgiving. So I think we should put it head to head with my putter, hit some toe shots.
See what happens.
And see what happens. See if we a middle shot and a toe shot, the difference in distance between a good and a bad shot. Can wood compete with metal? I mean, you wouldn't have thought it, would you? But having said that, you know what I thought before I unboxed it is that if somebody's gone this far to create a business around putters made out of wood, then it must perform.
There has to be something in it.
There must be. You know, you don't go through all that creating a business and designing a product if it doesn't perform. So, well, in fact, this needs to be a centre strike one first. If you're wondering what that backstop is there, that's just to make sure my backstroke's consistent so that
it's as far as we can make it.
It's as far as we can be. So I've put that right up to there. I can't hit the middle of the club now. We'll get the same backstroke and follow, like same acceleration. Yeah, so it's felt a bit dead.
Yeah, there's a 2 foot loss.
And it just seemed to like dip and go left, didn't it? I don't know if that was gear effect or anything like that. Let's just do a centre strike first with a wooden putter. It is a new putter to me, so obviously I'm not entirely tuned in with this yet, but let's get a toe strike and see what happens. I think that held its line better.
It seemed to, didn't it?
And it didn't seem to it seemed as sort of hot off the face as it did out the middle. Another toe strike. I would genuinely say that's more solid. It's not got that like low dippiness to it.
And what about feel-wise?
Feel-wise, it sounded different to the middle. It still sounded, you know, you got the feedback, but it just sounded like, you know, responsive off the face. Like
it feel as dead.
It felt so dead with the Odyssey. So when I was reading up a little bit about this putter, Dan, they talk about the technology in the putter and the CNC milled face, which you'll see in sort of like modern day metal putters. You do get, you know, some sort of like relief for water, you know, and debris. And that's what this is designed to do. It's designed to take sort of like water away from the face if you accidentally get water between the ball and the club face. So what we're going to do is a little bit of a test now. We're going to wet both the faces of the putters quite considerably and see how well they actually perform with water on the club face. Now, I'm sure that you guys at home aren't going to get this much water between your club face and ball, but it's nice to know if you're on a dewy day and you're playing, has this actually got enough technologies to be able to perform when it's wet and there's water? Because, you know, it could be raining heavy, and, you know, you need to know if this is a potential gamer or is it just a piece for the wall. So what should I do? Should I go 2 putts each?
Yeah.
I'm just coming off the green, because I mean I do like to put off the green, and that's where you're most likely going to get a little bit of debris or water between the club face and ball. There's no issues getting that there, is there?
It rolls
you know,
really
like
nice.
I think I'm like preempting it being softer than it is. I think if I could get used to the feel of it, I'd probably be a bit more delicate. It's a lovely sound,
you know
isn't
what?
it?
It rolls really nice.
It's such a nice sound. Plenty of water on there. Let's listen to the sound of this now. I'm going to be bored of my putter. It's a lot quieter, isn't it?
It's like a dull.
You'd have thought it'd be the other way around, wouldn't you?
I would have thought, yeah, if you'd have asked me, I'd have reversed what we're actually
seeing
or hearing. Yeah, that sounds pretty dead, doesn't it?
But I think both clubs, you know, I'm not going to lie, I think they both perform very well with wet faces. Consider how much water I put on the face. It just shows that the technology does match, you know, obviously the modern day putters, and does help.
I just feel like after seeing a few putts, it comes off a bit hotter with that wooden.
You know what's going to be the big selling point for this? Because if I were potentially thinking of buying one, distance control.
Yep.
You know, obviously using a block of wood to put with, can it give you the distance control you need on very long putts? I think that's what we should test next.
Let's find out.
So we're going to test this with a 60-foot putt. Now, I'd be happy to get this within probably, well, very happy to get it in 6 feet. I mean, I don't know what tour averages are, Dan. You're more into that kind of stuff.
I don't know exactly, but I would imagine it's further away than 6 feet. So.
Well, we're going to put it head-to-head with my putter, 2 balls each, and let's see how they react. But having just hit a few balls, I'm probably going to say that this is probably hotter than my own putter.
It looks it from what I've seen.
Sometimes with long putts, I feel like I've really got to wrap my putt around it, you know, and really thump it.
Yep.
Whereas I'm not sure if I'll have to do that so much with a wooden one. Head to head, we're going to go 1 ball with mine, then 1 with a wooden putter. It's a good 60 feet, this one, so get it as close as we can. I'd be very happy with that, Dan.
probably the best putt I've seen you hit.
Oh, I didn't think I was going to get inside that or anywhere near.
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed.
Yeah.
On these longer putts, when you're having to hit them,
Yeah.
it really launches off Odyssey, you know, skips straight away.
Skips.
Yeah. Wooden one, it's a much more flatter roll from the off.
It's a better roll. In fact, I think there were something, I'll have a look at the technology behind that, but there was something that does get the ball rolling better. I feel like I'm having to swing that round my neck, you know, like I'm going to struggle to control distance because I'm having to sort of hit it harder. Whereas with a wooden one, 'cause it's a bit more responsive off the face, I'm not having to swing it as much. I feel like I've got a bit more like judgment of control, which is one of the big things I thought it would struggle with, is feel and like distance control. If I had to like stand here, Dan, and it bowls at that flag, like I'd pick that putter.
I think you can see it, I think it rolls better, if I'm honest.
I just feel as though like on a longer putt, I've just got more distance control basically.
You hit them from what, 60 foot? And
Were it them two?
Yeah.
To get a 2-putt from 60 foot, you'd be absolutely thrilled. And I might be able to get 2.
I think it might have to go in bag for a round.
Do you know what? I'm playing with James Robinson on Thursday. I'm going to stick it in the bag. Because I know when he sees it, he'll laugh. And
his eyes will light up.
He'll say, what have you got in the bag? He'll not be able to believe that I've got a wooden putter in the bag. But for me, that performs well enough to play. And I'm going to play with it.
Let's be honest, that Odyssey's been in your bag a while now because it has been good for you, hasn't it?
I love my Odyssey, but having put it head to head, I actually could really play that putter, genuinely. So I'm going to give it some game time in bag. Dan, you mentioned a point in that video where you said that you felt it skidded less off the face.
100%.
And we've just had a look actually, and it does say about, you know, obviously the design of the club face is designed to do that.
Yeah.
They've specifically spent, you know, and done research on trying to reduce that skid and improve that roll off the face, which, you know, obviously is credit to it, because you just wouldn't think there'd be that much technology in a piece in a block of wood.
No, but you could see that one jump first 5 foot or whatever.
And if you're obviously wondering about, you know, the design I picked, I liked the little mallet putter. But
we're going to ask you, do they do different designs?
Yeah, they do a hell of a range of designs, so I'll pop up some of them on screen now. And obviously a link to the website for you guys to have a little bit of a nosy. But it's far more than just a piece of art for the mantelpiece. This is something you could actually use. And I must say,
we weren't sure on it first, were we?
No, I'm genuinely impressed with that. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed me sharing that little bit of I think is a work of art from the USA. And certainly a putter you could game.
That I don't.
Guys, if you're enjoying the videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.